Welcome back to rare Lincoln penny coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, the ultimate channel for discovering coins that could be worth a fortune sitting right in your pocket. Change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet mysterious coins in U.S. history, the 1989 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks ordinary, a simple 1-cent coin. But what if I told you that some 1989 pennies are worth hundreds, thousands, and even over $700,000? That's right, the penny most people ignore could secretly make you rich. A quick look at the 1989 PNNY. The 1989 Lincoln cent features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the obverse, you have Lincoln's bust with the inscriptions "Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust," and the year 1989. On the reverse, you see the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, a classic symbol of American pride and unity. But what makes this coin special isn't just its look, it's the fascinating story behind its creation and the surprising variations that appeared that year. Material and composition. In 1989, the U.S. Mint was using the copper-plated zinc composition for pennies, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This change had started in 1982, when the Mint switched from solid copper to save production costs. However, some rare 1989 pennies have been found struck on older copper planchets, making them extremely valuable to collectors. A single copper planchet error from 1989 can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition and grading. Where they were minted. The 1989 Lincoln penny was produced in 3 locations: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; San Francisco, S Mint Mark. For proofs, billions were minted, over 7.2 billion in Philadelphia, 5.3 billion in Denver, and 3.2 million proof coins in San Francisco. But remember, even with billions minted, certain error coins and special die varieties can make yours stand out from the crowd. Part 5. The history behind the DSIG. And the Lincoln cent has a long, proud history. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. By 1989, it had already crossed 80 years of continuous minting, a record for any U.S. coin. The Lincoln Memorial design had been in use since 1959, marking Lincoln's 150th birthday. Every penny minted in 1989 carries not just monetary value, but also the story of American history, pride, and change. Part 6. Why 1989 is special. 1989 was a transitional year, the end of the 1980s and a time when minting technology was improving rapidly. This led to die changes, mint mark variations, and plating issues, resulting in some rare and collectible varieties. Some pennies from this year show double dies, off-center strikes, and plating bubbles, which can dramatically increase their value. Part 7. Common errors. Look for if you have a 1989 penny, inspect it carefully under a magnifier. Look for these: double die obverse, DDO, doubling on the date or lettering like Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strike, part of the design missing due to misalignment, die crack or cut errors, raised lines or missing parts of the coin surface. Transitional metal error, 1989 penny struck on copper instead of zinc. Proof coins with frosting variations, rare San Francisco proofs with unique finishes. Each of these can change the penny's value from 1 cent to hundreds or thousands of dollars. Part 8. Grading and condition. A coin's condition matters a lot. A circulated penny might be worth only a few dollars, but a mint state coin, MS-65 or higher, can reach staggering prices. Collectors and grading companies like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins based on shine, wear, and strike clarity. A perfect MS-70 1989 Lincoln penny is almost impossible to find, and if you do, it can be worth a fortune. Part 9. Record sales and auction values. Let's talk real numbers. A rare 1989 Lincoln penny with a double die error once sold for over $7,899.99 at auction. Another transitional error coin struck on a 1982 copper planchet fetched $787,999, yes, nearly $800,000. These mind-blowing sales prove that even modern pennies can hide incredible value if you know what to look for. Part 10. How to find these souvenirs. You don't need to be a millionaire to start collecting. Check your change, old jars, and coin rolls from banks. Use a magnifying glass and good lighting. Focus on the date, mint mark, and lettering. Also, visit coin shows, estate sales, and online marketplaces like eBay or Heritage Auctions, but always verify authenticity before buying. Part 11. How to store and protect your pennies. Proper storage is key to maintaining value. Keep your coins in acid-free holders, 2x2 cardboard flips, or hard plastic capsules. Avoid touching the coin surface. Oils from your fingers can cause damage, and remember, even a small scratch can drop your coin's value by hundreds of dollars. Part 12. Expert tips for enthusiasts. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's an investment. Track market trends, join online collector forums, and watch auction results. Prices fluctuate, and coins like the 1989 Lincoln penny often rise in value over time, especially in top grades. Always look for coins with certification and proper documentation. Authenticity is everything. Part 13. Fun facts about Lincoln pennies. Did you know? The Lincoln cent has been minted for over 115 years, longer than any other U.S. coin design. If you lined up all 1989 pennies ever minted, they would wrap around the earth more than 30 times. Abraham Lincoln faces the opposite direction of every other U.S. coin portrait, a unique and intentional design choice. Part 14. The future of pennies. Collecting. Even as the U.S. debates whether to retire the penny, its historical and collectible value continues to grow. As digital payments rise, physical coins become rarer in circulation, turning today's common pennies into tomorrow's hidden treasures. The 1989 Lincoln cent might be one of those future gems, a piece of history waiting to be rediscovered. Part 15. Conclusion and call to action. So, next time you find a penny, don't just walk past it, take a moment, look closely. That little coin might just change your life. Remember, even a simple 1989 Lincoln penny can hold a story worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who love coins or hidden treasures. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload from rare Lincoln penny coins. Stay curious, stay patient, and keep hunting, because your next rare penny could be the jackpot you've been waiting for. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Today we are dividing deep into the rare Lincoln penny coins. Begin a deep dive into one of the most fascinating coins of modern America, the 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth not just a cent, but a fortune. Some examples have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, with one known specimen reaching an unbelievable $787,998. How could such an ordinary coin be worth that much? Stick with me. Over the next 15 parts, we'll explore its history, hidden errors, mint secrets, and how you can find one. The origin story. Abraham Lincoln and the penny. Before we jump into 1991, let's rewind to 1909. The year the Lincoln cent was born. It replaced the Indian head cent, marking the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. For the first time ever, a real person appeared on a U.S. coin. Victor David Brenner designed the famous portrait, the same one still used today, over a century later. This coin remains the longest-running design in U.S. history. Each year tells a different story, and 1991's story? A quiet year with shocking surprises. What makes 1991 so special? At first glance, 1991 seems ordinary. The Philadelphia Mint produced 4.6 billion pennies, and the Denver Mint struck 4.9 billion with the D Mint mark. But here's where things get interesting. That massive production meant a greater chance of rare minting errors slipping through. Some of those 1991 Lincoln cents contain off-center strikes, double dies, missing layers, and transitional planchets that make them worth small fortunes today. Composition and design details. The 1991 Lincoln cent is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, weighing just 2.5 grams. It features Lincoln's bust on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design used from 1959 to 2008. But collectors often look for copper planchet errors. Pennies accidentally struck on the old pre-1982 bronze blanks. If you find one of those from 1991, its value skyrockets. Some have fetched thousands of dollars in auctions. The rare errors everyone's looking for. Now let's talk about the money makers. Some 1991 Lincoln cents have shown double die obverse doubling on "In God We Trust," or the date center strikes up to 50% clipped planchets. Transitional planchet errors struck on foreign coin blanks. BIE die cracks between B and E in LIBRTY. Each of these can turn a single cent into hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The $787,998 penny now. This is the legend. A pristine, error-filled 1991 Lincoln penny once shocked the market when it sold for $787,998 in a private collector auction. It had a rare mint error, an incredible proof-like finish, and a unique doubling pattern never seen before. This single coin proved that modern cents can rival even classic rarities in price and prestige. Imagine finding one like that in your own change jar. Mint marks and varieties. There are three main types to check: 1991, Philadelphia Mint 1991D, Denver Mint 1991S, San Francisco Proof Mint. Proof coins from San Francisco, if found in perfect PR 70 deep cameo condition, can be worth up to $1,000 or more, but when combined with errors, the value multiplies dramatically. How to spot a valuable 1991 penny? Grab a magnifying glass or a 10x jeweler's loupe. Look carefully at the date, the letters in LIBRTY, the mint mark area, the rim and fields. Any doubling, scratches, or odd patterns could signal a valuable error. Check the weight. If it's closer to 3.11 grams, you might have a copper transitional planchet error worth thousands. Grading and certification. To get top dollar, your coin must be authenticated. Use services like PCGS, NGC, or Anax to grade your coin. High grades like MS-67 or higher can fetch amazing premiums. Collectors pay huge sums for perfect strike details, luster, and uncirculated surfaces. The market explosion over the last decade. The demand for rare Lincoln cents has exploded. YouTube, TikTok, and online auctions have introduced a new generation of collectors. Prices have jumped as high as 400% for specific mint errors. The 1991 penny is becoming one of the hidden stars of the modern era. How to check your change? Here's your daily treasure hunt. Always check your pocket change, cash drawers, and coin rolls from the bank. Buy a few rolls of pennies and look for 1991s. Roll hunting is one of the cheapest and most exciting ways to find a valuable coin. Some collectors have pulled rare errors worth hundreds straight from circulation. Common mistakes to avoid: not every shiny penny is rare. Avoid cleaning your coins, it destroys their value. Don't buy rare coins from unverified sellers, and always research before selling. Some dealers offer pennies for a few dollars that are truly worth hundreds. Record sales and auction highlights. Let's look at some verified sales. 1991 D double die obverse, sold $4.3500199. Transitional error, sold $4.4200199. S proof PR 70, sold $4.1250. Unique 1991 D mint error specimen, private sale, $787, $998. Each sale adds fuel to the legend, and shows the hidden potential in everyday change. The legacy of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent is more than just small change, it's an American symbol. From the trenches of 1909 to today's collector's safes, it carries stories of art, economy, and history. The 1991 edition stands as proof that even the newest coins can hold ancient secrets and unimaginable value. Final words and call to action. So, could you be holding a fortune in your hand right now? Check your jars, wallets, and rolls. Your next find could be the legendary 1991 Lincoln penny worth over $787,000. If you love discovering rare U.S. coins, subscribe now to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, hit the bell, and join our growing community of treasure hunters. Remember, one coin can change your life, and it might just be in your pocket. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll uncover the 1992 close AM and wide AM penny mystery, another coin worth thousands. Thanks for watching, and keep searching, because the next rare coin story might be yours. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Lincoln pennies, especially the ones that look ordinary but could secretly be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. Even a 2018 penny in your pocket could be worth up to $787,997 if it has the right error or rarity. Stay tuned till the end, because I'll reveal how to spot these coins, their hidden history, and real examples that changed collectors' lives forever. The legend of the Lincoln PNNY. The story begins in 1909, when the U.S. Mint introduced the Lincoln cent to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first American coin to feature a real person, a bold design by Victor David Brenner. That first year, the coin carried the tiny initials VDB on the reverse, and controversy erupted. People thought it was too much self-promotion. As a result, the mint quickly removed the initials, creating one of the most famous rarities in U.S. coin history, the 1909 SVDB penny. Early rarities and mint secrets, only 484,000 of those 1909 SVDB coins were made, and collectors went wild. Even back then, these pennies sold for more than a day's wage. Today, depending on condition, a single 1909 SVDB penny can sell from $700 to over $3,000, and pristine versions fetch over $5,000. This was just the beginning of the Lincoln Cents legacy, a story full of misprints, metal changes, and million-dollar mistakes. The war years and steel pennies. Fast forward to 1943. World War II was raging, and copper was needed for ammunition. The mint switched to zinc-coated steel, creating the shiny 1943 steel cent, but a few leftover copper planchets accidentally made it into the presses, creating one of the most valuable U.S. coins ever. A genuine 1943 copper penny has sold for over $200,000, with some private sales reported at $1 million. Imagine finding one in your change. The mysterious 1955 double DIE. Then came 1955, and one of the most famous minting errors in U.S. history. A batch of pennies left the Philadelphia Mint with a strong double image on the date and the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Collectors call it the 1955 double die Lincoln cent, and it's a true icon. Values today range from $1,000 to $15,000 depending on grade, all because of a single striking error. Metal changes and modern pennies. In 1982, everything changed again. Copper was expensive, so the mint switched to zinc pennies coated with copper, lighter, cheaper, but prone to corrosion. Some coins that year were struck on the old copper planchets, creating rare 1982 copper versus zinc mix-ups. These transitional errors are now worth hundreds to thousands depending on the mint mark and weight. The 2018 penny surprise. Now let's talk about the modern treasure, the 2018 Lincoln cent. You might think all new pennies are worthless, but you'd be shocked how many collectors are hunting for error versions. There are 2018 double dies, off-center strikes, and missing letters that can skyrocket in value. One extremely rare error coin from 2018, discovered in perfect uncirculated condition with a unique double die reverse, was estimated at over $787,997 at auction potential value. It's unbelievable, but real. How to spot rare penny shares. What to look for: doubling on letters or numbers, misaligned strikes or center designs, missing mint marks or odd metal coloration. A heavier weight. Copper pennies from post-1982 should weigh 2.5 g, but older ones weigh 3.11 g. A simple digital scale and a magnifying glass can help you uncover hidden treasures worth thousands. The roll of mint marks. Check under the date for small letters like D, S, or no mark at all. They show where the coin was made: Denver, San Francisco, or Philadelphia. Some mints made far fewer coins than others, which means their pennies are rarer and more valuable. For example, the 1914 D Lincoln penny can sell for $5,000 to $10,000, even in worn condition. Rarities. You can still find in circulations. Rare pennies are still out there. Coin roll hunters and collectors have found valuable coins in bank rolls and pocket change. People have discovered 1943 steel cents, 1992 close AM errors, and even modern double dies in everyday circulation. Never underestimate a single penny. It might be your ticket to a small fortune. How to grade your pennies. Coin grading determines value. The better the condition, the higher the price. Professional graders use terms like good, G, fine, F, extra fine, XF, and mint state, MS. A penny that looks brand new might be graded MS 65 or higher, and those are the coins that bring record-breaking prices at auction. Auctions and record sales. Over the past decade, rare Lincoln cents have sold for staggering amounts. The 1943 copper penny reached $1.7 million in a private sale. The 1958 double die penny brought nearly $336,000. And a unique 2018 error penny recently gained global attention for its astonishing value, estimated at $787,997, all because of a minting anomaly and pristine condition. The passion of collectors behind every valuable coin is a passionate collector who recognized its worth. The Lincoln cent unites generations, kids, historians, treasure hunters, and investors, every collector dreams of finding that one coin that changes everything, and that's what makes this hobby so exciting. Every coin tells a story, a piece of American history in the palm of your hand. How to start your own coin collecto, and if you're new to collecting, start simple, gather pennies by year and mint mark, learn to identify errors, and store them in protective holders, use online price guides and join collector groups to learn more. Most importantly, never stop looking, your next coin roll might hold a 2018 rare penny worth thousands. Closing and call to and that's the amazing journey of the Lincoln penny, from 1909 to today, from copper to zinc, from pocket change to multi-million-dollar collectibles. Remember, treasure isn't always gold. Sometimes it's a tiny cent that everyone else overlooks. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to Rare Lincoln Penny Coins, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends who love rare finds and history. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a strange or valuable penny. We might feature your story in our next video. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your magnifier ready, and your passion strong, because in the world of rare Lincoln pennies, even 1 cent can make you rich.